just got the rugs delivered. So these are vintage rugs, and I've ordered from this same shop 3 times. And it takes maybe, I don't know, not much, maybe a week to get here. I love the look of vintage rugs, and this shop, I have noticed when they come, they're clean, they smell clean, so take that for what it is. I don't know where I'm going to put, I have a couple ideas in mind, so I'm not quite sure because, of course, until you get them here and you see how big they are and what they look like. So let me show you where I think I want to put this one. This is where I think I want to put this one. Either in here or in the bathroom. Shoulder hurts. Okay, here is, oh, I love it. I actually bought this one for here and then that one for in the bathroom. And this one is a bigger one. I don't think it's big enough to put here in the bedroom, so I might put it up in one of the guest rooms, but I love it. Matches my style really well. I do put, what do you call them? Rug pads under them. Let me show you the one in the entryway. That one's got a rug pad and I love it. I need to order more, but I will for sure let you know where I put this. This is the vintage rug that I have here in the entryway. I love where it's worn, but these are the pads that I put underneath. They are, so vintage rugs are a little bit thinner, and this makes them feel a little bit thicker with this type of a pad. And then it also has the rubber on the bottom so they don't slip. So I love them. I've tried lots of different ones, but I love those pads. Also, if you're wondering if this is done, the answer is no. I'm mentally preparing myself to paint this. I've legit thought about starting it. The last week, I've really been thinking about it. However, I have not shared this with you. So you guys know we are doing, and show you, we are adding on a sunroom here. That sunroom is going to cause a big, mess in our house. And I briefly chatted with him about this area here. This was not supposed to be this way. When the builders built, it was supposed to be about back to here. So there should only be about a foot right in there. So that closet door is supposed to be setting way back there. Do I like the fact that we have a brand new house that we are redoing something? No. However, I didn't catch this. Deb didn't catch this. And this it drives me nuts more than it does Deb. I think the best time to fix this would be now. Well, when the addition starts, since there's going to be a huge mess anyway. So that's part of the reason. I mean, I could still paint all this, but that's part of the reason because this will have to be taken all the way back. So that's the update on that. I thought I would clear this up. I've had a lot of people message me and say, why don't you just widen the stairway? So there's just so much to that. You widen a stairway, if you've ever seen them built, they're built by hand. So you would get up here and then where would this stairway be? So you widen this over to here, you're getting into these steps. So then you would be, no. And then where would you put the handrail? So no, this makes the best sense. got this new watch band. I said I'll give her her pill. I got this new watch band and I'm gonna put it on. This one I've had for years and it's really nice. It has not changed at all, but it's a little heavy and this one is not. And I like the looks of that. Okay, so I have very scrawny wrists. So I'm gonna have to take a bunch out, but I wanted to show you that it would fit multiple sizes of wrists. And then I can take out like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 8 of these if needed. I took out 2 and I think I need to take out at least 2 more, but it's really easy. They send you this little tool. I'll show you how to do it. Deb had to show me because I completely forgot. There are little arrows on the inside of the watch band that show you which side to push the pin out. And then you just lay it in this tool and then screw this. Let me show you because I can't do it with one.
You need to go lay down. There's nothing here for you. Honestly.
Poor Ivy. And then you just pull that out and I'm going to take 2 more out. This is what it looks like. It's a lot smaller and a lot lighter weight than the one that I changed it out of, but I love the looks of it. Looks like a little honeycomb or something to me. All right, I wanted to share a few of my vintage rugs and also let you know that them being vintage, you obviously are not going to find any exactly like this. However, I rounded up a whole bunch that are really similar. Now, the sizes are really weird because they're vintage, so you have to kind of measure the area that you want and go with like the measurements that you can find. That's what I do. I also want to tell you that if you go to click on one of the ones that I rounded up and they are gone, make sure to click on the shop name because they're obviously one of a kind. And when he has so many of them. That's all. I can only link 16 of them in this link that I'm going to put in some of the stories. So he's got so many different colors. As I've said before, they come packaged really well. They are washed. They smell clean. So let me show you some of the ones that I have. The one in the entryway is one of my favorites. It's really worn. And I love the weird sizes and I'll show you why. This is the one I briefly shared a little bit earlier. Our entryway is kind of long and a little bit more narrow. So this rug worked perfect with the size. I measure my space, figure out, go through his whole website, add a bunch to my cart, and then figure out which one will go where. This one is really worn. I love the pattern. I feel like the pattern is more like an old style. I mean, I think this reminds me of my grandma, actually. This is another one here in the dining room that I have. I got this one a couple months ago. I love this one. I love the pattern of it. And then I have several of his runners. That's one. I always get asked about that one. I have this one. I just got done vacuuming, so. We have the really wide runner there in front of the sink. And then this one is also a vintage rug. I got this one several months ago. And what I did was I thought this one was going to work someplace else, but it didn't. So I just switched out the one that I had here. I shared this one a little bit earlier when I was unwrapping them, and that one, there might be one that is like this in the source that I'm going to put on this screen. So make sure again that you check out the shop because they have so many of them. Introverts love a great date night at home, so here we are. How about some wine? We are keeping it light with Yellowtail Pure Bright wines. They are a lighter alternative. I told you guys several weeks ago that I'm getting a dog sign because the delivery drivers just barrel in here. So we're trying to figure out where we're going to put it. We can either put it there, but just like Deb said, it's got to be placed perfectly because you can't place it too late as you get around the corner. And you can't place it like out of sight if it just has to be right. And I think right here, as you're going around the corner, it will work. Because she's usually not out all the way out here. I brought the sign in because it was so windy you couldn't hear me speak. But we wanted a sign to hang outside that I knew was going to last. And we were not going to have to mess with it here in the next couple of years. So I Googled outdoor signs and Vistaprint popped up. That is where I got this. Whenever I ordered it, however, they did give me a code for you guys. I will put it on the screen, tap through my link and use that code for 20% off of your order. I want to show you my sign, and I don't know if you knew this, but you can get so many things on Vistaprint. I thought they were just like business cards. Through Vistaprint, you can get pretty much everything. Business cards, signs, banners, labels, clothing, anything promotional. This is called a blade sign, and we got the double-sided sign along with the mounting bracket. I will say their website is so easy to use. It's so easy to design. This took probably 5 minutes. They have you covered. They basically have everything. So I want to put that link again here along with my code. Use the code at checkout for 20% off. And then now let's go out and finish this. I'm going to help Deb figure out where we want it on the post, and I'll show you what it looks like. I'm so excited. So Deb has the post in. I just have to figure out where I want that height-wise and then how much we want to cut off. I think that's good. I like that height. I bought one of these little cuffs or whatever they are to put on it. So she slid that down, and now she's putting a top on it and just putting some air nails in it. We're not sure if we're going to stain it. I kind of like it, just the wood. Is that cedar, did you say?
Yeah.
So it's cedar, so it will last. And then this is a treated 4x4. This is how our little sign turned out. I will back up so you guys can see the whole thing, but I love, love, love how it looks. I love it. I think it turned out exactly like I wanted it. Just out here picking the strawberries and the raspberries, and I've never shown you this lit up. So when they did the rocks and all the landscaping, they put the lights in there too.